Yo, what's up, guys? House here, and IDEN VERSIO's out. Who would have guessed? Arnold knew. He knew. He would have guessed. He guessed correctly. Not the first time, the second time. This is kind of the way it works. All right. I've already read a portion of her kit. I haven't read it all. I saw it get posted. I started reading through it, and I figured, well, if I'm making YouTube videos, I might as well react to this, especially since I don't like watching those kinds of videos, but other people do. So let's take a look at this dark side: attacker, leader, empire, imperial trooper. That's right, another one. I brought up my game so we can go and look at our imperial trooper roster, because she does not work with Veers, Stark, Gideon, or Piet at all. So we can't make the God Squad. Not how that works. Kind of thank God. Kind of happy for that. Alright, so let's go with the basic ability, Take Them Down. Deal physical damage to target enemy if no other allies have the leader tag, like I was just saying. Item deals damage 2 more times, for a total of 3 times. For each critical hit you score, Item recovers 5% health and protection. That brings you to a maximum of 15% health and protection on a basic ability. That's a huge life swing. Kind of bananas when you think about it. Really remnant of the Death Trooper in the double tap, but it's 3, but it's not specific against rebels. We can move on to the second ability called Push Forward. Now, Push Forward deals physical damage to all enemies and inflicts vulnerable for 2 turns, dispels all buffs on target enemy, and inflict healing immunity for 2 turns and stun for 1 turn. These effects can't be resisted by rebel enemies. If no other allies have the leader tag, call all other non-droid Imperial Trooper allies to assist, dealing 20% or less damage. This ability, right, is why I figured I want to make the video, right? They have made, they've cut out the, how do you want to word this? Okay, they've made the existing Imperial Trooper team. They've basically solidified it, right? We're gonna keep Veers, Stark, Piet, Dark Trooper, Range Trooper. We're basically gonna keep them locked away in their own little box. They're gonna stay there and continue to do the messed up things they do, where the enemy doesn't even get to take a turn, and that's gonna be awesome. But she's gonna take all these beautiful troopers up here, all the ones that don't have a home, and she's gonna give them a fantastic home. Stormtrooper kind of hangs out with the cool kids and Lord Vader now, but you know, if you don't have Lord Vader yet, he can hang out. He's still cool. But all these boys, right? Magma Trooper, Shore Trooper, Snow Trooper, Death Trooper, are the homies. All right, she's gonna do fantastic with these guys. We gotta gain so much turn meter through Snow, Shore, and Magma Trooper, and Death Trooper just gives a little more survivability. Kind of really doesn't help out the rest of the team that much. Kind of a selfish prick, but his AOE's nuts, and that's what made me think, oh man, this video, I gotta make a video on it. Gotta do it, right? Because then we have this, right? This is the last thing I read, was that we can grieve later. All right, you dispel all debuffs on Imperial Trooper allies. Iden gains protection up 100% for 2 turns, and all other Imperial Trooper allies gain protection up 50%. Imperial Trooper allies recover 35% protection. If no other allies have the leader tag, all non-droid Imperial Trooper allies gain We Adapt or Die for 3 turns, which can't be copied. We Adapt or Die gives 30% crit chance, 30% offense, 30 speed, and revive at 70% health when defeated with the buff on, or when the buff runs out in 3 turns, or when it gets dispelled. Recover 80% health, gain 80% turn meter, and you cannot be critically hit for 2 turns. Oh my god, what an ability. On a 4-turn cooldown. 4 turns, right? You want to look at this? This is 2 turns for a mass swarm, mass vulnerable, mass damage, because it's an AoE, right? It's targeted, dispel, healing, immunity, stun. There's so much that happens here for 2. There's way more that happens here at 4. Wow. The survivability of her team's going to be nuts, right? If it is the exact leftover boys I said, they had the stormtroopers here, but what if we just cut out that middleman and we come back over here, right? We have Snow, Shore, Magma, and Death, right? Not only are we going to gain turn meter for when we get hit with debuffs, we're going to be able to dispel them. Shore Trooper gives you turn meter for using your abilities. Snow Trooper gives you turn meter for killing stuff, and Death Trooper exists and has like Death Mark and cooldown up. So he's still sick. He doesn't add to the turn meter train that these guys do. So don't get it twisted, okay? Even though this isn't the classic Imperial Trooper team, even though we don't have the speed from Veers or the assists and Emperor's Trap or any of that, we're still going to be a ridiculously quick team. Ridiculously. 30 speed? That's nuts. Right? Now we're going to roll to the stuff I don't know. Okay, so our leader. Exactly as planned. Final text Omicron. If it says Omicron, does it mean it's also going to have a Zeta? Because here's the Omicron part of the ability. So is this part Zeta? Or I guess we'll have to find out. I don't know how that works. So Imperial Trooper allies have 35% crit chance, 35% offense, and 35 speed. More speed? More speed. So we gain 35 at the beginning. And she has an ability that gives 30 more. 65. 65 speed. Wow. That's crazy. At the start of battle, if no other allies have the leader tag, whenever a non-droid Imperial Trooper ally attacks out of turn, they gain 2% offense, stacking until the end of the encounter. Critical damage up for 2 turns at the start of the encounter, and have a 100% counter chance. And while enemies are vulnerable, they have neg 25% speed. We're going to be running circles around kids, dude. Oh my god, we're so fast. Ridiculously fast. And we still have stacking offense. We're just making a second... Oh my god, we're just making another problem Imperial Trooper team. This is sick. This is so cool. While in Grand Arena, at the start of battle, if no other allies have the leader tag, Imperial Trooper allies also gain 35% max health and max protection. Whenever enemy attacks out of turn, Imperial Trooper allies recover 20% health and protection and gain 10% turn meter. Imperial Trooper allies, whenever an enemy attacks out of turn. Oh my god, it's nuts. Wow. You ever wondered if Padme was falling off? Well, here's what's up, dude. You want better Padme? Here's better Padme. Oh, man. That's wild. The 10% turn meter is what really does me, right? Not only, like, dude, the 20% health and protection is going to be crazy. 40% life swing is nuts because they had an assist. That's crazy. Wow. This could be a problem versus, like, this could be a problem versus Luke, like Grandmaster Luke. And other Luke. Yeah, sure. Really, a lot of Jedi are going to have problems with this. Wow. Don't know how to feel about it. Unique number 2, first in, last out. Final text, Zeta. Okay. If no other allies have the leader tag and all allies are non-droid Imperial Troopers, IDEN gains 100% turn meter. Oh! Is that Han Solo I see? The start of each encounter, and whenever she is defeated, she revives with 100% health and protection. There's what if there's not another active trooper ally? Wow, okay. While she has protection up, she has 30% potency, and while she is active, Imperial Trooper allies have 30% offense. Whew. Wow. Wow, just breathe that kid in. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Potency's big. How does her... Hang on. We gotta hang on. Deal physical damage to all enemies and inflict vulnerable for 2 turns. Dispel all buffs on target enemy and inflict healing immunity for 2 turns and stun for 1 turn. So at worst, right, we start our bonus turn. We push forward. We dispel a taunt on a pre-taunter, or wow. I'm like at a loss. I'm at a loss for words. Oh my goodness. I think she's nuts. Wow. Like, crazy, crazy good. She's gonna, like, slaughter Bad Batch. She's gonna slaughter a lot of teams, actually. Whoa. She just has to look out for things with, like, tenacity. Like, the immediate turn into the AoE mass assist is big, but the vulnerable is the problem here. Because not only, right, she starts the turn and hits push forward and then vulnerables people. If she doesn't do that, right, you also have the option to weaken Grieve later. And while it sounds awful, because you're like, man, you don't need to heal, you still get the 100% extra protection and 50% for other allies. You gain We Adapt or Die, which is a huge buff to your crit chance, offense, and speed. Which, guess what? She already gives crit chance, offense, and who would have guessed it? Speed. Oh, dude, I'm so interested. The modding for this team is going to be bananas because of the way she gives out stats. It's going to be crazy how, like... Oh, I'm excited to see how people mod them, for sure. Just because you don't have to have critical chance, you know? And you can put on some, like, grimier speed mods and still beat a ton of other teams, especially when she takes the first turn. You know, you can take, especially in Grand Arena as well, the turn meter gain on things that assist against you. Oh, man. On top of, she just gives 30% offense, 35% offense. That's 65% offense she just gives to everybody from her unique and her leadership. This is, she, gotta breathe. Gotta breathe, okay? Gotta breathe. I think she's really good. I think she's a fantastic unit. And I wonder if she's going to be, just like the last 4 units we had released, viable at 3 stars. Because all of those units are crazy good, and all of those units are viable at 3 stars. I think she is. I think she's disgustingly good. I don't know if she won't be able to deal with a ton of the higher up teams while she's gear 11. But man, as soon as she hits relics, she's gonna be bananas. She's gonna be really cool. Well, if you wanted anything to do with your leftover boys hiding over here, you have it. You have a fantastic answer. I think every Imperial Trooper has a home now. None of them are homeless. No cardboard boxes for your boys. I think she's going to be a fantastic addition to everybody's roster. Even if she's put in as like a side piece for, I don't know, the heal that also gives speed up. I don't know. Oh, man. It only works if she's in the lead, but man... Well, if there's no other leaders, I should say. She doesn't have to be in the lead, but... It's... I want more characters like this. I'm at a loss for words because it's so nice to obtain a character that takes these homeless characters and gives them a home, right? People have been sitting on these characters forever. Magma Trooper was used in some wild lineup in like Rancor raid forever ago, and then another raid later because of like the tenacity turn meter gain thing. Is big, huge, right? Snow Trooper we've had forever because of Hoth territory battles. Shore Trooper used to be goated, like literally the best tank in the game. Death Trooper was huge for that weird, what was it, Sidious lineup? No, Palpatine lineup with Death Trooper Nihilus to stack cooldowns. So like we have all these spare pieces lying around, just sitting in our inventory that have literally no use. And CG have given us the gift of a leader to use every one of them. Characters like this are fantastic in the game. The only things I like more than these are characters with plug-and-play viability. Plus, look, she got a cute little probe droid. Isn't he adorable? Isn't he great? Yeah, he's adorable. He's such a good little boy. Yeah, look out for this. This is going to be a problem in the future. For sure. For sure going to be a problem in the future. Be wary. We don't know her stats, so we don't know. Maybe she needs this 95% offense she gives, right? 30, 35, 30. Maybe she needs the 95% offense she gives to herself. The other troopers certainly don't. Death Trooper's going to hit like a freaking truck, right? So is our boy Snow Trooper with that fatty AoE that's going to crit every single time now. He's just going to AoE off cooldown, which it's always going to be off cooldown because it reduces its cooldown when it crits. Crazy. If you didn't have a way to beat Geos and Night Sisters, guess what you got now, baby? Anyway, yeah. She's nuts. Bananas. This is crazy. Crazy character. Wow. Look out. I'm speechless. I really am. Look out for her. Don't take her lightly at all. Okay, anybody who's saying like, she's kind of holding the hands of some bad troopers. Remember, okay, Shore Trooper and Death Trooper are good boys. Those are great boys. Okay, Snow Trooper used to be a fantastic boy until he got replaced by power scaling. But I bet you, I bet you, this man gonna do real good with 95% extra offense. Okay, doing double damage is that's pretty nice. Okay, not to mention the crit chance that gets built in. So you could probably put some messed up sets on him, like an offense set, and then he does even more damage, right? Shore Trooper's gonna be a homie, and right, it's really the question is who's the fifth trooper? Is it gonna be this magma boy, or is it gonna be a stormy boy? Are we going to take this unique and gain a ton of defense? Or, hear me out, are we going to gain more turn meter, baby? I think we're going to gain more defense. But, I digress. I'm dragging it on. Okay, this is crazy. She's nuts. My mind flies. I want to see how people mod her. I want to see how much offense this team can get. I need to know. I want to see like an 1100 offense Death Trooper get another 95%. That sounds so hot. Oh man. Hopefully her stats are cool. And look at that cute little boy. That's a good boy up there. I'll see you later.